past 10 years. It's been a real eye-opener. And I've got lots of friends in the industry, lots of people that I get on with, and it's been a real pleasure. And no more than a guy called Nigel, who has been my right-hand man for quite a while now. I'd like to thank Nigel and the committee for all their help. It's much appreciated. And your new president will find it easy because I've done all the work for him. Which is going to be Stan Bradley. He'll be a good president, I'm sure. And he's going to be a president for 3 years, apparently, thereabouts. So, the next thing I want to say is that I looked at who I could give the award for services to the industry to. And I found it very difficult to try and choose somebody. But at the out-of-town weekend, I decided to give it to Nigel Eyre. I think he's done us all proud in the past, and I believe that as this award is for people that do services, he's done a great service as being Vice President. He's helped me and he's helped the committee, and I think he totally deserves it. And the thing that I'd like to say is, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Nigel, but I phoned up his brother, Richard, about March this year. Had a long chat with him, and he said, yes, I'll do a write-up for you on Nigel. And when it came through, and certain things happened, I was going to change it all about so nobody would know who it was. But I felt, well, Richard wrote the article, and it should be his own words that's read out, rather than me mucking it about. So, if you could read out the words to Nigel and the committee and the members.
Right. Nigel was born 11th of May 1962. He attended Dorr Junior School, followed by King Egbert's Secondary School. After completing A-levels successfully, he did his business studies degree at Sheffield University, achieving his BA honours. Nigel plays many sports, most of them to a good standard, and usually very competitively, as his nature shows. Football was a favourite, playing for various local teams. Unfortunately, whilst playing, he received a nasty break to both tibia and fibia, resulting in an early bath for his footballing days. He now plays racquetball twice a week, brackets when fit. In 1984, John Eyre, Nigel and Richard's father of Eyre and Baxter, thought that there may be some mileage in manufacturing rubber stamps, so he ran it past his partner, Jack Baxter, who didn't favour the idea. The idea was then brought home and presented to Nigel and myself. September 1984, ASAP began in the middle of the miners' strike, and with only one account, Eyre and Baxter, unfortunately for John T. Clark. With us both living at home with our parents, costs could be kept to a minimum. We qualified for the Enterprise Allowance Scheme, £40 a week for 12 months, which we actually lived off, and an Enterprise Workshop, which gave us reduced rents and rates for 12 months, even though we managed to string it out for 18 months. The workshop we acquired was actually a room in Sheffield's old mortuary, and had drains running down each side for the blood to run away. But there were numerous occasions in those 18 months when they nearly came back into use. From very early on in this venture, Nigel stated he would only give it 12 months to see if it was going to be viable. If it wasn't, he was going to emigrate to America to practice accountancy. As of yet, I've not heard anything. From the Enterprise workshops, we've moved to West Street for about 6 years, and then in 1992...
Speechless as far as that's concerned. I was completely out of the blue and I haven't really got words to say thank you, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Can I say a few more words? last 10 years, I've been a board member with Mike, and I've thoroughly enjoyed working with Mike. He's an absolutely easygoing guy. There's been absolutely no problems whatsoever. It's run like a dream. And I think we owe Mike an absolutely huge thank you for the last 10 years, and Jenny indeed. He's done a fabulous job, and certainly he's going to be a hard act to follow. It is my intention to give Stan as much support as I can. But obviously things will never be the same. What we decided at board level is we've asked Mike to continue as a director. I suppose just in case there's any fallouts, we've got somebody there independent, not actually working for a stamp maker, and we'll keep him on board as a family member. So I don't know whether you'd find standing and
Okay, thank you. There's your. We'll now give Stan the cups then. Don't get it on.
let me come up later.
Put it on for you, buddy. You've got to get a kiss as well, you know.
La Presidente!
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Straight on YouTube.
I'll leave you to sit down there now. We can close the meeting. Well, before we do, we got the agenda there.
Before I do, as Mike has kindly agreed to stay on as a director, and in my new position I can delegate.
You've got a job coming, mate.
I shall certainly lean heavily on Mike's experience and organisational skills for what we've done in the last 10 years and what we will continue to do in the future. I'd just like to thank everybody for the opportunity to become president, and I'll work very closely with Mike, Nigel and with Philippa. Thank you. If there's no other questions, close the meeting, but before I do, is there anything that anybody would like to discuss?
Well, now that Mike's gone.
He's still in the room.
Still a director?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll close the meeting.
Any other businesses to do yet, is there?
Any other?
I think there's one point.
No.
No, okay, that's all right.
Can I raise just one point?
Just can't let go.
And this is only with Nigel's permission. I'm wondering whether, Nigel, we can publish Richard's words on the RSMG website.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we'll put up the picture of this presentation. And then if we can put a press release out to the marketing industry and all the rest,
Yeah.
that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
You didn't mind that, did you?
No, it's
Yeah.
a fine tribute.
I thought it was best to say it anyway, really.
Yeah.
As he said it.
No, I never knew.
No,
Never let on.
no, I kept quiet. Everybody thought it was going to be the offending Nottingham, didn't they?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can adjourn for lunch now then, yes?
We can adjourn for lunch now, yeah? Thank you very much.
And we are upstairs in the Oak Room where we used to have the AGM. That's where we're having lunch.